Hello and welcome to the All Night Gamers Podcast, episode 74. Hi, hello, hi. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining us for another edition of the show. Alex made us a super long sheet this week, so I hope you got something to drink or something because this is going to be a while. How we doing, boys? How y'all feeling today?
Good.
Good weekend
Okay.
and shit?
Yeah.
I went to ask my professor a question after class, and he was like, "Yeah, I'll make sure that's in the notes when I release them later today." But he was like, "What did you think of the lesson today?" And I was like, "He's like, did you understand it?" I was like, "I mean, yeah, but I took the class in the fall and almost passed.
Do you want me to answer this honestly?
I have a base for the stuff we're talking about, but I think you're teaching better than the last one, so
Not horrible.
yeah."
Yeah, good.
I was like, your notes are easy to follow, for the
Yeah.
most part.
Please just don't hurt me.
Yeah,
And,
you've already
if
done
I
good
say
by
yes, will you
saying
be nice to me?
you've already done a good job by being like, there's no projects in this class. Well, thank God.
Oh, yes, praise. All right. So, first up, a couple reminders. Pokemon Legends Arceus. I heard
I've heard it both ways.
the most
I'm
recent
like-
ad I saw on YouTube said Arceus. So I'm going with
That
Arceus.
sounds so wrong.
I know. I
That's-
can't
that's
decide.
weird.
I saw the ad. It's probably I don't know if that's definitive enough, but I was advertised to for this game and it said Arceus. So we're going with Arceus. Pokemon Legends Arceus and
Sounds
Uncharted
wrong.
Legacy of Thieves Collection both released this Friday, so big hype. I wonder if I don't think the reviews are out for Pokemon Legends.
I don't think it's
but
out for either.
I'm gonna be careful googling it because it also leaked, which we'll talk about in a second. Not really.
I've
much
seen a
for-
lot of that. We'll get to it eventually, though. So I realized when I typed it today, because I was like, shoot, we should probably put a reminder. I was like, wait, it says Pokemon Legends Arceus, not Arceus, Arceus.
Arceus.
Okay, Pokemon Legends Arceus, which means they could make it like a title like that. Because I thought for the longest time till today, I thought it said Pokemon Legends of Arceus.
No, it's just Pokemon
No,
Legends Arceus.
it's just with a subtitle, Arceus. So could be a franchise, maybe.
So
I mean, for now they're calling it a mainline game because I think Nintendo of Europe released like a full chart with what's mainline.
So here's an article I found from Gaming Bible, published yesterday. Apparently the reviews are off to incredibly strong starts. A lot of reviewers such as Video Game Chronicles, Famitsu, 4Gamer, and Game Watch have all heaped praise on Pokemon Legends Arceus and the bold new direction it's taken the franchise following a recent hands-on event. So this isn't their formal reviews, but a lot of the reviewers got like a hands-on session with it and gave some thoughts. They said it's safe to say that this game is completely different from previous titles. The first thing that impressed me when I started playing was the exhilarating feeling of moving around freely. Being able to find, catch, and battle Pokemon who freely roam in the game's open-world areas was singled out as particularly exciting, as well as being able to fly through the sky and see areas from a new perspective. This system, which successfully combines the action of this title with traditional Pokemon battles, is highly accomplished, and I especially appreciate the fact that Pokemon battles are a, quote, a means to a different end, which fits the worldview of the game. In addition, since you are directly attacked by Pokemon in this game, you will feel a great sense of tension when you discover a tough Pokemon. It's a game experience like no other in the series, and I have high hopes for it as a completely new form of Pokemon. So, yeah, it sounds like Nintendo wasn't lying, or Pokemon Company wasn't lying when they said it was totally new and different.
We'll see, though. Like
yeah,
when...
we'll hold off for the full reviews. We'll talk about the reviews next week just to be sure.
Because people said Sun and Moon was a new experience. And it's just gym battles.
Yeah, with a different flavor.
Yeah,
Um,
we'll see, but
Honestly, it kind of reminds me of like Xenoblade Chronicles 2 combat a little bit. At least like from what little I've seen of it.
I was gonna say I hope you don't expect me to talk about it because classic gamer moment here. I own that and I have not even put it in my Switch.
I have a few hours in it.
I own the physical DLC, which they've stopped selling.
Torna, yeah.
Yeah. Or I don't see it anymore, so I assume it's stopped.
So yeah, both those games, Pokemon Legends and Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection, both come out this Friday. So
Legacy of Thieves $10 thing will also activate this Friday. Where if you had bought 4 or Lost
Legacy,
yeah. Before you can pay $10 for the upgraded version for both games, and that will be it. Just one purchase of $10. But it's not applicable for the PlayStation Plus, like when they gave it away.
So kind of like Final Fantasy VII Remake. Like if you bought it, you could upgrade. That was free though. That wasn't or was that paid? Was that paid? I think that was free.
Which part? So recently they've
so not the DLC, but like the integrate, like just the PS5. Like you get a free upgrade to the PS5 stuff only if you bought free. It. Like, if you got it from PlayStation Plus, then it wasn't free.
Oh no, on PlayStation Plus, if you have it now that they've released from Epic, you also will get.
Now,
you won't get it.
I meant when it came out. It's like a similar deal.
Then yes, yeah, you only got it. If I remember correct, it was. I think it's a free upgrade, but the DLC was not.
Sick. All right. So this next one, usually we end up having to delay these recordings to the night before they come out, just because we're people with schedules. But last week we were on time with our recording and like early and doing great. I had a great time. And then literally the next morning, Microsoft acquired Activision Blizzard. I'm sure you've heard all about it. But obviously we didn't get to talk about it because that's just the way the world works, I guess. So yeah, Activision Blizzard is now officially part of Microsoft.
I don't like it.
I don't know how to feel about it.
I hate that Microsoft's buying the gaming industry.
I mean, yeah, like it kind of sucks in terms of like, global conglomerate corporation. It like nobody likes that, but I'm glad to see Microsoft finally putting some money where their mouth is and actually trying to put out more exclusives than Halo, Gears of War, and Forza.
I mean, we'll see. Right now, it's still
we'll see, but like obviously both like Bethesda was already a huge boost to Game Pass, so now getting Activision Blizzard is another huge boost. I mean, come on, Candy Crush on Game Pass? Are you kidding me? That is lit as all hell. But anyway, so yeah, I'm hopeful. I'm glad to finally see someone like Microsoft get them, because like as far as a PR standpoint, Microsoft is very responsible and outgoing, and who knows what the corporates behind the doors will say, but if Phil Spencer has anything to say about it, I'm hoping to see a lot of improvement with that company. There's talks of like Call of Duty not being a yearly franchise, which is great because I would love to see some like higher driven story, more meaningful Call of Duty games that don't come out every year, but like every 2 or 3 years. That sounds really
I mean,
nice
they have
to me.
3 teams making it though.
Yeah, I know, but like just to back off of the yearly releases thing, because Call of Duty like lost its meaning after Black Ops 2, and really it already kind of had started to at Black Ops 2, but that was like the last big one. Everything since then kind of really fell off. Especially like this entire generation has been worthless. Everything, like, it started late in the 360 generation, but starting with the One and the PS4, like it was just pretty much worthless. Like it's just an every year thing. Nothing really that special about it. But good news though, the CEO is expected to leave.
Yep.
which is big.
Fun
That
fact,
guy
though,
is a wonderful guy.
Microsoft spent almost as much buying Activision Blizzard as Disney did buying Fox.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I mean,
So, do you really think they're going to release it on other platforms when they spent $70 billion?
Not if it's not already in development.
No.
yeah, not if it's already not under contract.
Yep, that's where I am. Which we'll talk
Which
about.
actually
what's
is the
coming
next
for.
line, yeah. So that's a good thing to lead into. So Sony responded to this deal and with a statement. We expect multi-platform games due to contractual agreements, which is very different vibe than what Xbox said. When Xbox came out after the deal, they were like, look, we recognize that Sony's a big part of the gaming industry, and we still want to have multi-platform games. Because you got to realize that if games are multi-platform, Microsoft's still making the copyright money on those. Like,
That's true.
even if it's not on their
I
platform, they're
guess.
still making some money on it. It's different. It's
But
not. It's
everything
obviously not
we've
as much as
seen-
if they sell it on their own platform. But what I'm saying is, it's not a total loss if people buy it for PlayStation. They're still making
Yeah, and
some
actually,
money.
Everything we've seen announced from Blizzard, or not, I hate B names because there's
Bethesda?
like 3. Thank you. Yes, Bethesda. That weren't under contract already are Microsoft exclusives. So I think we'll see everything under contract go to
Yeah,
Sony. and then-
Sony's statement was much more real, wasn't it? Like, yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna keep getting games because we've got signatures.
but after those run out,
Oh, yeah, after those run out,
Microsoft's
there's-
gonna be like, nope.
Yeah, those new
So,
signatures are gonna be few and far
Expect
between.
Sony to be working on a FPS game, most likely.
That would be cool. Hey, a new first-person shooter that's not Call of Duty and not like a one-off game that doesn't come around that often. I'm there for that.
We'll see. I think they could do a good job. They made like several multiplayer games that ran for a while.
Oh yeah, I mean Sony definitely has the potential to make them, but
Yeah.
will they do it? Is the question.
Probably because they
Can't-
won't have
you
Call
can't-
of Duty.
You can't trust any gaming company to do anything. You can't.
this is
Can't
true.
put any.
I
budget
can
on it.
trust Microsoft to buy out the industry that
I
in
can
America.
I can expect Microsoft to spend all the money it takes to compete with Sony, and I can expect Nintendo to not tell me anything ever, and that's about all I can really expect.
Nintendo's just kind of like, okay,
Huh.
well, you can't touch the partners we actually work with because they're in Japan.
Yeah.
And you can't buy them
that was
because
Nintendo's plan. They're like, we don't have any American developers, so you can get screwed.
I mean, I have Retro, but it's like, yeah, you're really gonna buy.
Yeah, buy Retro
Retro.
Studios.
But
You see how great they've been doing. How many games they've been
well-
putting out recently?
I mean, the thing is, Nintendo straight up just has like
No, I think if there
retro
was,
like on their job application pages.
yeah, I think if
So-
there was, that might be an actual studio that they own. There's a couple that they don't. They didn't own Alpha Dream, which they should have bought, and I'm sad they didn't.
They didn't own HAL Labs. And,
Yeah, but how's like
or no, not
they
HAL.
didn't?
Hudson.
Hudson's the one they didn't own and it got
Yeah.
bought, but how they made
HAL they made
it's like Intelligent Studios. It's like we
system.
don't actually own them, but
we might as
own
well.
them.
You might as well.
Don't-
Yeah.
They're in our building. They're right there.
Yeah.
But we don't own them for government reasons. But if you tried to buy them, we'd buy them first.
Yeah, for sure. Bobby Kotick also apparently considered buying game websites to, quote, change the public narrative about Activision. Now, if you want to know just how scummy this is, let me pull this out of my brain. The amount of articles posted by the Washington Post that are opinion articles about why we shouldn't hate billionaires exploded not too long after Jeff Bezos bought the Washington Post.
Right?
So, if you want to know how scummy that line is, that's about how
And
scummy
people
that is.
eat it up. They're
Yeah.
like, well, it's in the news. It's like,
Is
is
this
it
news?
though?
Are we counting this as news? And if so, why?
Yeah, opinion articles are not news, and you should not read them.
But
Unless
people
it's
do-
about sports or something stupid like that, then it's fine. Like I read opinion articles all the time, but it's pretty much exclusively about either the NFL or Auburn sports. So
we think Auburn sports sucks. I mean, you're not wrong.
all right. Next up, we got some Kingdom Hearts stuff. 20th anniversary event announced for April 10th in Tokyo. They'll kick it off with a mini concert, a chat, and a Q&A with the development team. An exhibition of what?
I don't know, because they have a concert.
An exhibition.
Maybe they'll do some cool fight
Interesting.
thing, like how Star Wars does.
Don't be mad at me.
A video of the event will be made available at a later date. Kingdom Hearts Hotel for the 20th anniversary has a gift for residents that cannot be shown in photos until after the event. That's exciting.
But you can talk about it, so I'm gonna talk about it because I know it's in
hit
it,
us. What
but
is
I
it?
haven't seen it. Okay, so to go into the hotel rooms and to open the chest, and the chest looks like an exact replica of the ones in the games. I'm like, that's so cool. You have Oblivion, which is a Keyblade in the game. If you open the chest and you open it up, it's Oathkeeper, which is usually seen with it. Except, not just normal Oathkeeper, the in keychain is usually a thing that Kyrie gave him to Sora, but this one's completely blue.
So a recolored item in the game?
It basically, yeah, it's Oathkeeper, but the keychain on the end is different than usual. So people are heavily speculating what that means, especially.
If I was a really big fan of Kingdom Hearts, I would probably geek out about that. I know basically nothing about Kingdom Hearts, so it's hard for me to be like, oh, dude, a recolor.
I saw it on you.
But I can tell
I
by
saw
your
it on your
energy, you're
face.
like, yeah, the Kingdom Hearts recolor. Yeah.
I mean, I just think it's weird. The more exciting thing to me is like, you can't show it. It's like, but why? So you're gonna show a trailer, right? That's
Yeah.
gotta be the thing. That's where I've led. We're getting a real trailer at the April thing.
And the Kingdom Hearts series cloud version for Switch drops on February 10th. I read this before the show, and I gotta say that's probably the worst birthday present ever.
Right?
I'm upset.
Here's
about
a
that.
cloud version.
This is the worst
Look,
birthday present I've ever gotten.
3,
These are-
I get it. 3 should be. I can understand why it's a cloud. The rest, I'm like, nope, doesn't make sense. They're on the PS3. They're on the PS. Most are on the PS2 as well.
I would rather get another piece of paper like you guys used to give me back in school. That happened more than once. I thought it was hilarious. At least that made me laugh. This doesn't even make me laugh. This is just this is bad all around. Yeah, I don't even get a laugh out of it. But there's a demo for it out now. Apparently, it's not good. I've been on Twitter looking at it.
You can fight your Zora in it, and you can't beat him from what I've seen.
Yeah, because you don't have time.
Nice, incredible.
You literally do not have enough time to play the game.
And
it's insane.
The exclusive excuse me, my body is exploding. The exclusive Keyblade for Kingdom Hearts 3 is called Advent Red. Is it a different color than the normal one? Or
I will post a picture. So each console, or each platform, because Epic has had a special Keyblade for their release. 2 are pre-order bonuses because of when they released, but Epic's was not, and neither is the one on the Switch. They're just given to you for playing. Here they are. But yeah, they're...
Oh, that's a cool looking one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Although, that's literally the same as the one before it, just with color.
Right, but Microsoft, like, they're... So, the design it is
Oh, Nintendo
Mickey
Switch.
has...
I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see it now. Okay.
In-game, Mickey has a Keyblade like that already, but this is like, here you go, you can also use it, but it's colored for your platform. Well, Microsoft and Sony swear a different one, but there's a regular Keyblade of that.
Well, that was also Mickey's, right? Or was that? I remember getting that at some point in the game.
No, Mickey's had 2 keyblades,
Yeah, but like
and I don't think it's
the
either one of them.
Keyblade, the Phantom Green and Midnight Blue, like those are. I don't remember what Keyblade that is, but yeah, there is a Keyblade that is exactly those.
Yeah, they both have a base
They
one.
they have different stats, don't they?
Phantom Green is Star Seeker, which is Mickey. So both of these are Mickey's. Yeah, they all have different skills. The Switch might actually have the best skills.
Interesting.
So Cloud version, but good Keyblade.
Some
Right? That's not a good
put this on the scale.
You said I had to have internet for this.
Look, this is why I don't think cloud versions should be replacing games. Like companies are like, let's go. I'm like, you're still like 2 decades off from this being viable. Please stop.
Yeah. Okay, wow, actually information about LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, that's a shock. Launches on April 5th, Big Pog, that's not that far away. You can start at either episode 1, 4, or 7. There's 300 different characters, Jesus, with character style upgrades. There's seven additional character packs. Rogue One, Solo Story, Mandalorian Season 1 and 2, Classic Character and Trooper. And data miner by the of Alumia Italia says that the game got its first update with 20 different DLCs.
Yeah,
that's crazy. That's a lot.
But they
of
can't
stuff.
say
Those are
what
big
it is.
numbers.
They're not sure if it's like characters, which doesn't make sense because I don't see 7 packs having 20 characters between them, or like what it is. But they were like, yes, it got updated in it. It's just like info from one of the stores.
Okay. And apparently this game has also led to extensive crunch at Telltale Games. Now, so like, obviously, like at my job, I've been through crunch once or twice already, and it's so funny because normally when I hear crunch, I think of like serious work. But imagine like you're like working 18-hour days and like you're sweating and you can't sleep at night because you're thinking about how you're gonna finish this skin for this one Lego character in the game. The idea of that's just really funny, but I'm sure it does. I mean, most game developers usually go through that leading up to release.
Yeah.
Hopefully they're not.
Well, it got delayed 3 years, so I think like crunches are bad, but I think this one needed a little bit. If
it's 3 years later, they're still rushing to get it done.
Yeah.
They're like, wait, we need that money.
We're on to the next Lego game. Should we finish the last one?
Nah.
No.
Probably not.
Delay it.
Yes, I guess we'll finish it now before we announce the next one. But yeah, a guy at the company has hidden he's working on the next one already, like some different project.
It's probably another DC or Marvel.
I mean, they make more than those 3.
Okay, but let's be real here. What are they going to follow Star Wars up with? Another one of their big projects. Nickelodeon Legos.
Oh, no.
Wait, no, I don't. No, I guess they do have that access, yeah.
They're going to try Dimensions again.
They're not going to try Dimensions again.
I know. Dimensions with no minifig packs.
Just
so
DLC?
Dimensions, but not Dimensions.
Yes.
Sounds
I mean,
awful.
still go to different Lego worlds, but...
Yeah, that sounds like a bad time, I'm going to be honest.
We appreciate the honesty. Last thing here before Collector's Corner, Persona 4 Golden apparently won't be compatible with the Steam Deck, at least initially. From what I saw, they're still like they're working on it, because like obviously why wouldn't you? That's a big title, but at least initially it is not Steam Deck compatible, which is kind of weird to me, to be honest. I'm sure there's some reason for it, but I don't know. Why wouldn't you have done that? Maybe Alice is really busy right now or something.
I mean, they are busy with the 25th. Yeah, it's Sega Sega
Well,
owns Atlas.
what I'm saying is, like, is that Atlas's job to make it compatible? I'd assume it would be. Or is that Steam's job? Valve's job?
I don't know. Maybe it's Steam to yell at them, and they can decide whether or not they want to do it. And probably not, because Japan's like,
We
who
don't need that.
cares?
It's probably Atlas's job, if I had to guess.
Yeah. It's their port.
Yeah, true. All right, on to Collector's Corner. This is the weekly segment where we go around and talk about games we've been playing and stuff we've been buying and how life's going in general. So, Cooper, why don't you kick us off here?
Yo, Pog. Okay, got you. So I've been chilling, right? I haven't been doing a lot really, but I've been I just today I got a Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duels, and it's really fun. Like they looked at Duel Links and went, you know what? Let's make it free to play friendly and also like 10 times better. And then they made Master Duels.
This is a
It's
mobile
really
game?
fun. Yeah, and it's on Steam. I think it's mobile. I can check real quick. Should be. It's on everything, yeah. Android, PlayStation, iOS, Xbox, Twitch, Microsoft, all of
Microsoft.
it.
Oh, sweet. What else?
Oh yeah, I did the Tetris event. And then Cameron texted me and said, "Hey, can you do it for me?" I went, "Yeah." And then I handed it over to Haley and said, "Hey, can you do this for Cameron?" I,
So, did anybody actually end up doing it?
yeah, Haley actually did
You're
it.
so lazy, Cameron.
I was busy.
Should be, man.
I love that. That was a cold silence right there. That was really icy. Icy silence.
I mean, I told him no. He was like, "Will you do it for me?" I was like, "No, I spent 3 hours doing it for me."
Because you're
Bro,
bad at Tetris.
It took me like an hour because I ended up getting
Dang,
like
bro.
second. Yeah,
Ice to fire. Jeez.
yeah, no, it took me like maybe.
I was doing it late at night, so a lot of the harder.
Dang.
There are people who literally just grind this out for $10.
I mean, it's
Like they want to be first so that
Free
they
money.
get the
$10.
$10. And I'm like,
There's way easier ways to get $10. I promise you.
is it 10? It might be 25, but it's still like,
It's not a lot.
damn, you people.
No,
The
it
amount
is.
of effort they put
It's
in to get the prize is not worth it.
I mean, they could get a job. Like,
They could get a job.
Or they could play Tetris.
Oh,
Kind of with the
God.
Tetris.
but yeah, I've been chilling, and Fire Emblem Heroes, they dropped their Choose Your Legends event.
We'll get to that.
No, I'm saying like I've
Cooper
been voting.
fan.
I've been just voting all over the place, but like we got results, and we'll be talking about that in a bit. But I'm very excited because it's interesting. And I just, yeah,
I can't wait for your face segment. You've got me hooked.
for real. I know it's hype this week. I'm ready.
Good.
Kind of.
He's Cooper ready. Not actually.
He's
I wrote-
super ready, i.e., not ready. Just gonna wing it.
Wow.
I know what I want to talk about,
Yeah.
but it's not written, so I'm going to look it up while I'm talking about it.
Yeah, but have I been playing anything else? I've been playing a lot of Terraria too. That's really fun.
Getting one of those binges going.
Oh yeah.
He's playing it on the server, though.
Yeah.
Ah,
Because one of my homies got me to get the modded, like one of the T-mod.
ah.
That's really fun.
Sick. All right,
Well, yeah.
Cameron.
It's been nice.
So I've been playing Pokemon. I have been
Loser.
stuck at Cynthia
I'm kidding.
because I did not plan for her Lucario to be that fast.
Get good.
It's outspeeding everything.
I
And then
mean,
I have
you beat
Crobat.
Cynthia last time.
Yeah, I beat Cynthia the last time. I didn't beat Lance. I stole your Dialga
Wait,
in Gen 4.
who's the final boss? Cynthia, right?
Cynthia.
Yeah.
I beat Cynthia, no problem.
But this is the easiest version of Cynthia, according to people who've gotten
It's
that
because
far.
everyone's using Fairy.
Yeah.
I didn't use Fairy.
Then go get one.
No.
That's the
Just
point of
lose
the
and
game,
have
dude.
to fight the Elite Four again.
Oh, so you get to the thing where like you're like right about to die, so you just close out of the game and
No.
come back where you
I
were.
mean, yes,
And try it
but
again.
like, dude, I had Lucario like on the ropes, one hit. She full restored, and I'm like, I lose.
I lose.
I lose. Because
When you spend all your turns reviving the next Pokemon to come in and revive them.
Yeah, you get stuck in that like toxic loop of trying to revive
but that's the
Pokemon
thing.
and heal them
Okay,
faster than they're
okay.
dying.
I don't know what anyone is saying that this is the easiest version of Cynthia.
They're
Because like
using
I
fairies.
Just get a
get a
fairy
fairy,
type.
I guess. But like no, hear me out. I've never seen an Elite Four champion set up their Pokemon.
She does it in Gym 4 as well. She's like the best Elite Four that's ever existed.
Yeah, like,
because she's like an actual trainer.
Yeah.
And my homeboy Red
Like,
though on top of the mountain.
She in my first battle with her, she was swapping out her Pokemon as I was trying to do stuff. And I'm like,
Alright,
no.
Yo,
And then she stopped doing that, but I can't get anywhere if I don't have Luxray paralyze Lucario, because she'll set up and then murder me.
Yo, hey, sorry to interrupt, but like, if I'm not mistaken, Red's Charizard still like the highest level. Like,
Highest level
Pokemon.
means nothing. The thing's got 4 times weakness.
it's a cool fight.
It is.
Yeah.
I do still very much like the fact that Twitch plays Pokemon
That's right,
literally
Jake.
modded the game to have their Reds team.
That's cool. I like that a lot.
Yeah, they paused this thing for a while and then put Red's team in there. And it's like the coolest thing they did on that, and now it's dead. But
And it started falling out long before they reached.
Gen 1 and 2 had a lot, especially the Red fight leading up
It was
to
like as they like started the region, it got better.
Yeah, when they switched to Kanto.
Mm-hmm.
Like every time they started a new game, they went back up in popularity until it just died. Although now other things do it, right? Because like Twitch stopped allowing it, I think. This is way off topic.
Yeah.
But
I
it's
think
not-
that's related to video
nothing.
games, but I don't feel
I
like we
didn't
want
get
to-
hit by a scooter at Epcot this week.
That's
So
a
that's a
plus.
win for me.
That's we're moving in the right direction here.
That's pretty pog.
We're
But my
not-
chair broke.
Oh yeah. Hey, it's not your turn. All right.
It's not your turn. We're talking about how I didn't get hurt this week. So finished the art stroll thing where they hit
What?
Figment. You know how there's like the map to go around Epcot and find stuff?
Yes, and you
Oh,
cheat.
yeah.
I didn't cheat.
Did you not?
No.
El Bozo should have cheated.
He's there every day. He's like, it's something new to do. They had cards still. I would play it every day.
I
See
would.
if
I
can
would go to
do it
Magic.
without getting hit by a scooter.
Correct.
I almost
I
said
would go to
cooter.
Magic
I
every day to
apologize.
get a pack if they still had the game, but they don't.
Right.
Damn. You should ask him to bring it back. Please.
They won't. It
Just say
doesn't.
please.
It doesn't make money.
L.
I mean, it does based on the ones selling, but they're like, not enough. People get in fights because people sit in front of the thing and you can't use it.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, but what's funny is that there's been more fights. Like, I swear. Because so Chelsea and I were in Magic last night before.
Did you record it and put it on YouTube for the money?
No,
Of
it was
course.
like somewhere. I didn't see it. I just.
Oh.
She told me about it earlier. But we were there.
about
Like,
to give you the video again.
Throw down in Toontown?
No, how to record a fight.
Oh, man.
The climax of the fight. Immediately put your camera to the floor.
At the climax of the fight, immediately put your camera to the floor and then say a random name is going to love this.
That reminds me of a Whose Line Is It Anyway bit, which shout out if you know that show.
Oh yeah.
The prompt was things to say that will always start a fight, and the guy walks up and he goes, "You guys want to fight?"
I mean,
He's like, "Yeah, that'll do it."
nailed it. One try.
Anyway, you got anything else?
Chef Mickey's is expensive.
Shocker! Food at Disney World is
Food
expensive.
at Disney is
You
expensive.
heard it here first, folks.
You're welcome.
As always, we are late to the news.
Not always late. We predict games on like a 30% accuracy.
You know, that's
That
higher
was-
than some leakers.
I'll take that award.
Yo, we're better
Higher,
than
best leakers
Best Lakers.
that nobody pays attention to.
Look, we just gotta be more public about our opinions.
We gotta be more
And
public
then-
when we get something right.
Yeah, you're right.
Go
We gotta
listen to
tweet it
this.
out.
We predicted it right here.
We gotta remember which podcast we predicted it on, and then tweet out about it.
and then start spamming L.
And start spamming L.
All right, Alex.
Okay. What do I want to... Let's talk about that first. Box of things.
Box of things.
Box
Yeah.
of things. I love box of things.
Well, it's merch I bought. This was free, though. Because I spent enough money.
I did that too this week.
You two have a problem.
Yeah, I know.
No. This is like a year ago, and they finally shipped it to me.
Grant has less of a problem because he has money.
What are they called? Photo holder thing?
An album?
Yeah. Photo album.
This is the Persona stuff.
This is my Persona stuff that finally came in. Box of all the protagonist photos.
Nice photo set.
Yep. And I was like, I'll put them in the album, but then they gave me a nice box, and I was like, well, the
I'll put 'em
album
in the
has
box.
like 100 slots, so it wouldn't work anyways because there's 8 photos.
Okay.
Buy like
100.
10 more boxes.
No, it's too much. And I got the other thing I ordered, and I'm so glad it's not broke because I don't know what would happen. Coffee mug.
Coffee mug, nice.
Nice.
I can't buy coffee mugs anymore. I have way too many coffee mugs.
Yeah.
That's
Not
fine.
even gonna use it for coffee though, because I'm like, well, what? Then it would get dirty.
No, that.
And I don't drink coffee.
I was about to say, Alex isn't really a coffee drinker.
Yeah.
Alex
My
really
caffeine
said,
comes from
I'm not
soda.
going to use this because it would get dirty.
That and then you wash it.
Bro.
The one merch thing I use mostly is coffee mugs. I have a couple gaming coffee mugs there.
Dude,
I use it more for like, what do I want to store in it? Like usually pens though.
How many can you do that though? How many cups of pens can you have?
A lot.
Like 3. One's full of coins though, but it's not a coffee mug. It's the old
Why are we talking
McDonald's.
about it? What the wait?
Uh,
I
It's a
knew it was a
glass
red flag when you took a long time to think about how many cups you had filled with stuff, and then you're like, "Well, this one's filled with coins," but actually, it's not a coffee mug. What are we doing here? Anyway.
A podcast, I think. Anyways, let's talk about what I actually played instead of merch that finally came in that I bought a year ago.
no.
And kept getting delayed because of COVID.
Okay, but
I beat Uncharted 3.
Nice, man. You flew through those.
Yeah. I was like, well, I can't start 4 because they're releasing the upgraded one on Friday. So I started a new game. I beat it and platinumed it. So nice shiny trophy. AI the Sanunami files. I know that's not how you pronounce it. Don't ask me.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
Didn't mean to threaten
All right. Do you want to see the word and try to pronounce it?
you. No, we'll just move on. I'm kind of scared.
Okay.
Now.
Anyways, I liked both games a lot. Most of the AI game is a visual novel, and most of the things are tied up, but like one of the big things, like how he knows what happened in the other timelines, is it? I'm like, well, the writer did another visual novel series that I have played, and it's the one I talked about where it was like, you know what happened because of the morphogenic field theory thing.
I am flying blind.
We
right here,
talked
bro.
about this, I guess.
I'll
kinda.
take your word for it.
Anyways, I kind of think that's the only explanation, unless he actually releases next. That this game must be like an honorary 4th game, because then that would explain why he would know what happened in the other routes. Let's see what else. I did the Tetris 99 event, and I played a bit of Final Fantasy 15 before I went. Do I really want to try to beat this game?
No.
Yes, but I'm not gonna platinum it because that would take like 100 hours.
Not worth it.
I have a Final Fantasy game I want to platinum. It's not that one. It's 7 Remake.
That's probably worth it.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know. I have a theory that they might like allow you to somehow bring up your save data to the second one. Like, and use the items that you maxed out or something. I don't know. Something like that on that idea. Because it's weird that you can train up the items and then they go, well, they're all gone. Especially because one costs $10 for some reason. It was for the DLC. That should be everything except that my chair broke. And I got a little
So
hurt.
Alex is injured this week. This is the injury update of the
Alex
week.
is
Alex
injured.
is now injured.
Yeah.
Okay, well, since you showed your box, I'm going to show my box first
All right.
as a little preface.
Gotcha.
1 second. This is my box
Oh no.
that I got.
Oh my lord.
I'm just a little baby box, and you're just like, I've got a
Yeah,
file
this is
box.
like a paper box. Like when you buy a whole box of paper or something, like
Yeah.
a huge one for an office, that's what that is. Okay, so first, this is unrelated to the big thing of stuff I got. Some of my PlayStation 1 games came in. Actually, everything except Chrono Cross. I got Final Fantasy Chronicles, which is both Final Fantasy 4 and Chrono Trigger in a pack.
It's pretty good.
I got Metal Gear Solid.
Nice.
Classic. And I got Resident Evil 2. So, all big PlayStation games. Very excited to finally get a chance to play Chrono Trigger soon.
You gonna buy the other Resident Evil 2 game because you own 2 of them?
The one that uses the joysticks?
No, I'm talking about the N64.
Oh, no.
Fun
Also,
fact,
what
it has
other-
a...
I own the Xbox One version of Resident Evil 2.
Right.
And now I own the PlayStation thing. But no, why
Right.
would I? No.
Fun fact, though, the N64 version has a room with unique, like, lore to it.
Yeah, and also it's a horrible port. Because
It's impressive for what they did.
They had to
And it runs
figure out
pretty
how
well.
They had to figure out how to fit a 2-disc game onto a single 64
Right,
cartridge.
that's why it's so impressive. It runs really well.
For an N64. Clarify
That was from a PlayStation
Yeah.
2.
Also, it's way more expensive than the PlayStation version.
Oh no, it cost
Yeah.
arm
Yeah.
the
No.
way.
Um,
I think because of people just like it.
it's just more rare. Like it's like
Yeah,
it's
that's
obviously
not
was
different.
expensive because it was a fat cartridge, and cartridge games were expensive back in the day. So not a lot of people bought it. Also because most everybody that would like a Resident Evil game had a PlayStation, because the demographic that bought N64s mostly didn't really want to play survival horror.
Which is why it's funny that 2 were exclusive to the GameCube for a while.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Only on GameCube. That's a lie.
And okay, so shout out to Retro Game Trader on Instagram and whatnot. You should give him a follow. Whatnot is an app I found where you can live stream and do bids. Like you can start and stop bids. You can either do like a set amount of time that it goes, or you can do like every bid adds like 10 seconds to the timer or whatever. So I did my first one of those with this guy, and it was super fun. He had a bunch of Wii games. I wanted to build out my Wii collection. So I got a lot of stuff. First I got, so every time you bought something, your name got put on a wheel, like a random number generator, and at the end he would spin the wheel and give away a bunch of free stuff. I was actually, by the time that started on the stream, I had left to go to a comedy show, and I totally forgot to tune back in to watch that part until I had already won 4 times apparently. So I didn't get to pick any of the stuff I got. The crowd and the guy streaming just picked for me because I wasn't there. I tuned in right after I won all those things. I was so mad.
It's like, oh my god!
Damn it.
So I
The crowd really said, "We're
they,
gonna give him the crap."
Yeah. Well, so first off, they gave me the Luigi controller. I already have one, but my name on Whatnot is my clan tag, so Luigi Prod. So they're like, well, he's got to have the Luigi controller, which fair enough.
We gotta give it to him.
Yeah, fair enough.
Wow, thanks. This is actually a little bit expensive now.
I got the Zelda Skyward Sword Wiimote, pristine, by the way, not a single scratch or mark on this thing. I got that.
Wasn't it case, like, it's a regular gray plastic gray one?
Yeah, like the
regular
condom
one you got on the
whatever.
Wii.
Yeah, the sleeve. So yeah, not a single mark on it. Perfect condition. I got that because I just bought a lot of stuff.
You know what
And
I want, but I can't find? It's the nunchuck that goes with it. That was exclusive to Club Nintendo. But it's never on eBay.
Get the one from Japan. It's way easier.
Not bad.
All right, and games. So Call of Duty 3. The reason I got this one is because my dad got this for me when I was a kid with when the Wii was big, and we tried to play it together, and I was horrible at it. I sucked, and my dad found it hilarious because he wasn't good at it, but he understood how it worked, so he could like progress through the story. Because Call of Duty back in the day was pretty simple. So like he was doing way better than me, and I couldn't get past these parts, and he would just laugh at me. He thought it was hilarious. I was struggling with the game, so I bought that because I wanted to kind of revisit that. Namco Museum Remix, pretty solid one there. Sonic and the Secret Rings.
I own that.
Ninja Bread Man. Now, if you don't know about Ninja Bread Man, this is notoriously one of the worst games of all time. And
I'm so glad you bought it.
Yeah, it was like a couple dollars. I really wanted it because I have to play this. I've never played like one of the worst games of all time, like Ride to Hell Retribution or ET or anything. So I was like, I saw this, and I was like,
a lot easier to get though.
Yeah, but I was like, this, I gotta try this out. So
You're like that. You're that guy. The one everybody's like, don't watch the Star Wars special, holiday special, and it's that bad, and you're like, but I gotta know.
Yeah, I gotta experience it.
It is that bad. I've seen it.
Jewel and I are planning on having a date night where we go through all these games because I got a couple garbage ones in here on purpose.
Stream.
I might. Sam & Max Beyond Time and Space.
Okay.
Sims 2 Pets. This was kind of for Jewel. It wasn't really for me, but the Skycrawlers Innocent Aces, which is like a dogfighting combat game. Excitebots Trick Racing, which is kind of like another game in the same series as Excite Truck, published by Nintendo.
Man,
And,
I haven't heard one game. I'm like, I need to play that yet.
Resident Evil: The Umbrella Chronicles.
Okay.
Excited about that one. That was
I recognize that title.
Destroy All Humans, Pig Willy Unleashed. So I played Destroy All Humans 1 and 2 back in the day on the PS2, and I saw this and I was like, this game is probably not as good as those, but it's probably just as hilarious and raunchy as those. Maybe a little bit less because it's teen, but I got to see that. Cool Atlas game here, Trauma Center New Blood. So basically like Operation game, but Monster Hunter 3 Try, which is a Monster Hunter game I have never played before.
Found the demo
Oh, really?
for the Wii. Yeah.
Hey, it's compatible with the Wii Speak. ATV Quad Kings. I played some of this series on the Game Boy Advance back in the day, so I wanted to see that one. Soul Calibur Legends. Soul Calibur is a great fighting series. I wanted to see how this one was.
I want the GameCube one for Link. That's about it.
Spyborgs. I got another Rock Band game because I already have the stuff for Rock Band and it was super cheap.
We forgot to mention this. Okay. Microsoft is considering bringing back Rock Band.
Yes, they are. I'm excited for that. I hope it's a lot better of an attempt than Guitar Hero
Well, they've
Live.
got the money to back it up, though. That was the biggest problem with Guitar Hero Live. All the songs now cost too much money, and they couldn't afford it.
You know which one they should bring back?
What?
The Lego one.
The what?
The Lego one.
Oh,
it was
yeah,
like
that
on
was
the
fun.
DS. Yeah, that was a good one.
Sin and Punishment Star Successor, Ghost Squad. This was another really bad game I got on purpose. Backyard Football 09 featuring Tom Brady. You know this game is going to be hot garbage. Cannot wait to play that. Blob 2.
Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
I just realized that's the next game they're working on. Lego Rock Band. I solved it, guys.
Super Smash Brothers Brawl. So that's probably the biggest one in the stack.
Do you not own it?
I do. It was part of the free stuff I got.
Oh, nice.
So
Fair.
that's probably
free,
gonna sell it. And then I got a couple other free games: Little King Story, Tetris Party Deluxe. Tetris Party Deluxe is compatible with the Wii Speak, the Wii Balance Board, and the Wii Wheel. The Wii Wheel? I cannot wait to play this and see how bad it is. It's gonna be garbage.
Wait. Everything's compatible with the Wii wheel.
That's my favorite part, bro. It's a piece of plastic that doesn't do anything. I cannot wait. I want
to know what Wii Speak it wants to do. What? This hurts my mind. I can't figure out a sentence because I'm like, okay, I could see the Wii balance board. I know
there's online play. That's probably what it's for.
Oh, I was about to say, like,
left,
left, flip, left.
The Wii Speak was my favorite way.
I might be able to control it with voice. If I can, I'm going to scream because that's going to be horrible.
It's going to be hilarious. I don't know what you're talking about.
Zack and Wiki Quest for Barbarossa's Treasure, which is a Capcom game. So, yeah, good amount of garbage in here, but also a lot of really hidden stuff that I'm excited to play and try out. I honestly don't have a lot of experience with games on the Wii that aren't
the big one,
Mario or Smash related. So I'm excited to play all of these and either have a lot of laughs at how horrible it is or actually see how good some of these gyms are. So okay, and now that I've taken up an exorbitantly long amount of time, I have played Resident Evil 2 a little bit. I've played a lot of Apex Legends per usual. That's pretty much like a nightly thing for me at this point. I beat the Snowhead boss on the N64 copy of Majora's Mask that I have. And that's about it. So with that... Alright, Cooper, hit us with the face stuff you're so excited about.
Alright, so hang on. Alright, so I got y'all. So basically, the Choose Your Legends event that comes around yearly has come back again for round 6.
Explain it. What's Choose Your Legends?
Choose Your Legends is where you get to pick out of like just about every game, -2, but -1, whatever. There's a lot of characters that are still missing even after 6 years, but it's fine. Anyways, so you get to pick your favorite character from just about any game, and then it's 5 days into the voting that they reveal who is at the mid vote, right? Kind of like presidential elections. They'll show you like how it's going on, but I don't know. This year they did it weirdly, but anyways, at the middle they'll show you like who's like first, second, third, all the way from first to 20th place.
For male and female, because they split the division.
Yeah. Male and female are separate divisions. It's pretty cool. And then, it's pretty cool. So, I'll do top 3. So in first, we got Adult Tiki from Awakening, which is really cool, in the female division. Second, we got Byleth from Three Houses, and third place we got Bernadetta from Three Houses. And then over in the male division, first place is Crom, second place is Seliph, first put Crom, Awakening, Seliph from Genealogy, and third place is Felix from Three Houses. Which is insane, because like Three Houses swept round 4, half of round 5, and now I don't know. It's crazy to see only one currently in the top 2 for both male and female.
Is this the thing where Gatekeeper was super?
Yeah.
That's what that is. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
It's funny. And seeing people get super pissed about just Byleth is so funny to me. Like, how dare people like the new game? Oh no. Seeing the arguments is so damn funny. But anyways, yeah, no, it's pretty cool. I think we're going into our final day tomorrow, so it should be done when this podcast comes out.
So I guess
No,
you'll
'cause
hear
the
about it
podcast
next
comes
week.
out in the morning.
Podcast comes out in the morning, so
Yeah.
you still have a chance to vote. Even if you haven't voted at all, you can still put in one vote. I would recommend voting for probably Adult Tiki, honestly. I would love to see her get an all after 3 years it's been. So that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool. And then we got a new Resplendent out. We got Dedre from Genealogy. I mean, I'm not into fairies, but like, damn, they did a good job on this one.
I'm a little concerned by what you mean by that, but continue.
But yeah,
Bro, what do you mean?
I'm not.
What do you mean by that?
What do you
What do you mean
what do
by
you mean by that?
What do you mean by that, Cooper?
Wait, I stopped listening for 1 second, and all of a sudden I get like,
Wow, ignoring my face. Disrespectful, bro. I ignored the whole podcast, and you ignore my one thing.
No, I ignored the last few sentences because
Wow.
I got tired of you listening.
I got tired of listening.
Damn, I see how it is.
Bro, why do we even do this? Why do we even do this?
For most of the news segments, but Choose Your Legends is one that I hear about a lot. So.
Just like, wow. Honestly, I can't stand to listen to any of you people.
I mean, that's what our listeners basically said.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
They really said, no, I'm not gonna finish this.
No, that's crazy. That's already been like a year since round 5. Time's been going
Yes,
really
that's
fast.
how
That's how
you
time works.
No, like
That is how time works.
Bro, no, time's been going fast recently.
No,
Like,
it hasn't.
That is how time works.
how is it? Like, I don't know. It's already 2022. We're already almost done with January. Like, unbelievable.
That is how time works.
Did
It
time
keeps
slow
moving.
down? No, it needs
That's
to
not how
stop.
time works.
It needs to stop. I'm going to cancel time. It needs to slow down for those that need it.
Here's your
Like
problem.
me.
You just gotta be up more.
Nope. Not gonna do that.
Yeah, there's your problem, Cooper.
Yeah, don't sleep so much. Experience time. like we are right now.
Wow.
So I know time moves fast. It's because if you just sleep past it.
But yeah, like it's pretty crazy. And then yeah. What else am I? Faye. What else was I talking about? Let me look. Did we get a new banner? I don't even remember. I don't think we did.
No.
No, we already talked about that one. Zero. Right. Okay, cool. Yeah, so y'all are caught up on Faye. I would recommend voting Choose Your Legends. Give my girl, adult Tiki, a vote. Definitely would recommend. All my homies hate Crom, so don't give him a vote. And if you like Crom, I hope he gets second place. Anyways, I hope you have a great day. And yeah, let's continue with the podcast.
Okay, so we're already at an hour here, so we're gonna speed things up a little bit for the rest of the show.
Maybe.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Electronic Arts and Lucasfilm Games announced new Star Wars titles from Respawn Entertainment. The next game in the Star Wars Jedi franchise, a new Star Wars first-person shooter from Peter Hirschman, and a strategy game via a publishing collaboration between Respawn and Bit Reactor. So
I mean, the only one I'm excited for is the first one.
yeah, probably most people are that way.
Yeah.
If I had to guess. River City Girls 0 physical pre-orders begin January 28th and will run for 6 weeks. There's 2 different collector's editions available. The physical edition is exclusive to PS4, PS5, and Nintendo Switch. And this game is a localization of the 1994 Super Famicom game with new intro and manga-style cutscenes like River City Girls. So cool. If you were...
They're kind of updated, but not the gameplay.
Yeah.
But,
there's apparently a Cuphead show coming to Netflix. The trailer's already out now, and the show will be available to stream starting February 18th, so that's definitely interesting. Cuphead show. I assume it's going to be like a cartoon.
it is.
Or
From
we're
what
gonna
I've seen.
have real-life people dressed up like cups.
No, it's a cartoon with the 3 characters.
That's actually not a bad idea. That's one of the better video game TV adaptations I've heard of.
If it's good.
If it's like the idea is there. Let's see how they execute it. But Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc Anniversary Edition has been released for Xbox One and Xbox Series S, and it's already on Game Pass, and it's horrible apparently. Why? What? let me find some reviews here. Danganronpa Triple Happy Havoc.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got here. I need Metacritic. Here's the PC one. Oh, the PC one has an 82.
PC one's also when the game came out.
Oh, okay. Oh, here's the Anniversary Edition. There's no reviews on it yet. Maybe that's...
I don't know.
Maybe that speaks to how horrible it is. No one even...
I just know it's bad because I've seen pictures, and I put the one in the chat where it showed it had loaded the main character's room, except it's like half loaded.
Very bad, yeah.
It's missing all the furniture and everything else that should be in the room.
Interesting. So it just runs poorly.
Yeah.
The creators of Wallace and Gromit are making a, quote, mad open world game. Interesting.
Cool, I guess. That's why it's in this.
Monster Hunter Rise surpassed 8 million units globally. That's huge, man. I did not expect this game to go so crazy. But I'm happy for Capcom, for sure. Banjo-Kazooie is now available on Nintendo Switch Online Plus for N64. The next game we're getting is Majora's Mask, which will be available sometime in February. So, yeah, Banjo-Kazooie is an incredible game, and if you haven't played it yet, or don't even know what I'm talking about, then shame on you and go play it.
You should probably play the Xbox version anyways.
Yeah. Google brings Android games to Windows in a limited beta. That sounds horrible. Why would you use that?
It probably will be, but
It's news, so it's on the list.
right
Um,
now you're getting it.
Pandemic will be removed from the Switch eShop in July. I wonder why. Did they ever say a reason for that?
I'm pretty sure because of its name.
Oh,
can't
I mean, hey,
remember.
look, the board game is good. If you played the board game, then you know.
Yeah,
you know
this
what I'm
is the
talking
board
about.
game, but digitally.
Why are we hiding? Oh, what? So we just can't use the word pandemic now?
Right.
What? Ah, bro, it's a game.
Not anymore. I don't know, man. I just saw that and I was like, okay, I guess, but why? Radio silence on why. Great.
Yeah. Grand Theft Auto Trilogy has apparently just done great, despite a disastrous launch from Nintendo News. So I guess the sales are really good. Maybe have they fixed anything yet? I haven't heard
No,
anything
it's
about that.
still bad.
It's just like I guess
But
so many
it's
people
selling well.
wanted it so bad that they like they just didn't look and see how horrible it was. You can now do your PlayStation 2021 year in review. So
Yeah,
you can.
I put the wrong.
So yeah, it tells you like how many hours you put in and what games you played and a bunch of other really cool stuff about your last year on PlayStation.
Let's find out where to go. I played 411 hours last year on PlayStation. They also
I
listed
honestly
how
don't
many
even know what to
days that
say.
is somewhere.
411 hours.
Yeah.
That is 17.13 days. So a little over 2 weeks.
I mean, all right.
That's what you do.
If I'm having a good time, I don't really care.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
We aren't toxic here at All Night Gamers. We support each other playing video games and doing nothing else. Because that's all we do.
That is.
What else you gonna do?
If we didn't
especially
support
right
that,
now?
then this entire show would just be us yelling at each other.
Which, I mean, it also is.
Okay. That's
It's both. We can do both.
Touche.
No, we do support each other though, because it shouldn't just be yell at each other. There's enough of that in life that we don't need to bring more to it.
Wholesome All Night Gamers podcast moment. Brought to you by All Night Gamers. Okay. NetEase Games establishes Nagoshi Studio, led by Yakuza series creator Toshihiro Nagoshi.
About the only part I understood is that he's a part of it. The rest, I'm like, okay.
So just a new studio by NetEase.
Yeah.
Interesting. Sony denies reports of ramping up PS4 production due to PS5 availability. Honestly, how would that fix it? If it's silicon that's the problem, then why are chips in this box going to be easier to get than chips in this box?
But that rumor was so funny. All right, what are we going to wrap up? I got it. We're going to make more PS4s. No, you're fired.
I get it. It'll be a little bit easier because they're older chips, but still, like, chips are chips. So, good luck with that.
I don't know.
Nintendo
People don't want PS4s. They want PS5.
Yeah, who's going to buy a PS4 right now? There's like some like I bet there's a lot of judgment if you like have a PS4 still.
I mean, I'm not gonna judge.
Not like by people like us, but like clout chasers, you know.
Absolutely, yeah. They're like, look, I have
3 PS5s.
I have a PS5 and an Xbox Series X and no LED and a Steam Deck on day one.
Oh, you're describing me up until the Steam Deck. Oh, I'm sweating.
Yeah, but you're not like posting about it all over the place, and you actually play them. You're not just like, I have
time
this.
to play Madden.
Right.
Nintendo has updated the N64 emulator to fix some issues like water not going up time, which is good because that was pretty bad. I'm glad they actually are fixing some things. Hopefully they fix it all eventually. The Switch version of Life is Strange Remastered Collection has been delayed for later this year. All other platforms, including Google Stadia, will release on February 1st. So yeah, Google Stadia is getting it, but Switch is not. At least for now, anyway.
I was like, really? Really? That's the plan? Okay. But you know what's going to happen, though? The Switch version's probably going to end up running best. Like, none of them are going to be bad. They're all going to run pretty well. It's a 7-year-old game. But this has happened before, where Nintendo's version has to be so optimized it ends up being better than the rest of the versions.
Yeah. Xbox CEO Phil Spencer on reviving old Activision games.
This should have been towards the top.
As Microsoft positions itself as tech's gaming company. And I can see that. They're definitely doing a lot better than Amazon or Google or Apple or, any other big tech company. Definitely the most gaming-friendly tech company, I think. So, not surprised there. Suda51 says he's had a few meetings with Marvel, and then there's a colon, and then nothing else.
Should have been end quote, but apparently when I typed it, I wasn't paying
Who is
attention.
Suda51?
He made the one with the light sword, whatever that is. He got into Smash. Starts with the T. Travis touchdown.
Ah.
He made those 3 games.
Oh, I'm so glad you put this, dude. I saw this clip. So, an Italian Senate meeting. Listen to me. An Italian Senate meeting, like the Congress of Italy, was interrupted because they were on Zoom and someone started playing a hentai porn video of Tifa from Final Fantasy VII and Xingling from Genshin Impact. And I saw it. And wow, did I piss myself laughing. That was incredibly hilarious. And I started laughing about all the people that were freaked out about it, and then I started laughing even harder about the people in the Senate that were probably like, damn. They were like probably a little bit into it, because there's people who are in there.
There was a lady who you can see, like, she's watching it when they're like,
several of them were like, oh my god. Like, I can't believe I'm bricked up in Congress. Yeah, so you should definitely hunt the internet for that video because it is
not that hard to find.
It's not that hard, but you should watch it. It's hilarious.
Look, if this was like an American thing, the government would have already been like, Google, you better fucking hide this shit right now, and then you could still find it on Bing.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Maybe incognito that, because I don't really think you want people finding your search history of Italian Senate
and don't do it work.
Look,
do it at
steal a
home.
friend's laptop and look it up there.
Oh,
yeah, there you go. That's good.
My favorite meme. Julius Caesar, Tifa Lockhart, getting impaled during an Italian Senate meeting.
I hate that.
Didn't I tell you post that in Uncharted, not in regular chat?
Yeah.
All right.
That's
yeah.
fun.
So definitely watch that if you haven't seen it, because it's good. We've got one old but still interesting tidbit. Alex is keeping this segment alive. Sora's wall tech in Smash Bros. Ultimate is based on flow motion. What is flow motion?
From Dream Drop Distance in 3, they added a feature where instead of just like, you just run. Like if you bounce on the wall, you can start like zigzagging with like kind of gliding-ish, but like just hit the walls and keep going.
Interesting.
And 3 Ultimate, I saw a clip recently where someone's like, look, it's the same thing. And that's kind of why I like Sakurai a lot, because he's like, detail.
Yeah. So, all right, rumor roundup. We're not gonna have a finishing topic this week because there's so much stuff in the show.
We're already doing a long thing.
Yeah. So, Pokemon Legends Arceus has been leaked. We talked about this last week a little bit, but now that was a good time to remind you because the game's about to come out in a couple of days, so be very careful.
I've seen all the new Pokemon.
I saw.
They're all ugly.
I saw the post on Reddit, but I didn't click
all
on it.
of
I was
them.
like, I don't want to see
They're
it.
not all ugly.
They are all ugly.
You have very strong opinions.
That's just kind of rude.
Type
what
collar's cool though.
What if they came in here and called you ugly, huh?
Dude,
What?
I almost
Yeah.
did. I almost did a second ago after you yelled that. I almost did that, but I held off. Gotta set a good example.
Palkia is a worse design.
Okay.
You're a worse design. I couldn't hold that. I'm sorry.
Those Dialga and Palkia. What the fuck? I have seen those. What the fuck?
There's 17 Hoshi.
Add them on Twitter with that. Don't give any context. Just...
Pokemon.
Why? They'll delete your tweet.
Yeah, they'll block you.
Yeah, they will, and I can't be blocked by Pokemon.
You get blocked on Friday.
I'm still blocked by Proger on Instagram, and I never did anything. I feel like I have to bring this up every time we talk about being blocked because it's annoying. I don't get to see his posts unless I'm in my small gaming Instagram that nobody cares about, which I'm not on all that often. Like I get on every now and then to post something, and then I see a Pro Jared post. I'm like, oh yeah, that guy has an Instagram. I don't even know about it.
Like those people who are like, yeah, the director of Bayonetta blocked me. I've never added him, never liked anything.
never interacted with this man entirely in my life, and he blocked me.
And he's got me blocked.
Live action Lost Judgment TV series is in the works, and Takuya Kimura returns as Takayuki Yagami. I have no idea what Lost Judgment is.
Okay. Do you want me to cover this?
Yeah, you go. Yeah, you take the ropes.
It's the second game in the Yakuza spin-off of Judgment.
Ah.
So they're skipping the first one, which I'm like, weird, but fine. But the one I said returning, according to the rumor, is the main character. The rumor claims he'll return in his role to do the same story they just released like 6 months ago. But on television, which, I don't know. Japan's usually like, if we're adapting it, we're going to do it right. Most of the time.
Let's hope. A major third-party PlayStation exclusive is rumored to be revealed this year. Do we have?
This is the worst. No.
Why is this a rumor? No, really? PlayStation's going to reveal an exclusive this year?
I just wanted to include it for the ridiculousness. I was like, this is the worst.
We pretty much have to have a rumor every week. It's like, this company's going to do something this year. This company that does something like every 2 weeks, they're going to do something.
This is the worst rumor I've ever said. This is the most.
This is why we have a high success rate on our rumor predictions. We're like, yeah, we said they're going to do something.
Don't worry. They're doing something. I mean,
period. Just don't worry, they're gonna do something.
I mean, I would hope so.
Look. You simply won't believe.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I had to include it
The
because
haters will say it's fake, but I'm telling you, they're gonna do something.
I saw it in r/gaming leaks and rumors. There's nothing listed in like the comments, like under the post. That was just the title. And I was like, great.
Thanks, Doug.
All right. Hogwarts Legacy will be released in Q3, according to Account in GT.
I hope it comes out sooner, but I
wish it said Hogwarts Legacy will be released
this year. Or just released, which is what they use. That's what they usually say, though. I'm glad someone's like, I'm gonna put a real prediction. Q3. Okay, but what does Q3 mean? Whose Q3 are we talking about? Like the world's or?
Yeah, like a calendar year Q3 or like a fiscal year Q3.
Q3. I'm always right.
Yeah, but on what? Like on what grounds? Help me out here.
Perfect Dark.
The new Perfect Dark game for Xbox is set to release either this year or next year. Exciting. Let's hope it's good. Been a long time since we had a Perfect
They got to
Dark
start
game.
putting out trailers, I guess. But also, I get worried when Microsoft and Sony put out trailers because they're like, "Hey, are you excited for this game?" I mean, I was, but you've shown the game off for 6 years now.
I was 6 years ago.
Is it ready?
No. I can't believe you had to ask. No.
We'll get
It's
back to you
going
on
well. It's going well.
At least they're not showing off trailers to make me sad. Nintendo, they're like,
Yeah,
hey, the game's ready. Here you go. Here's the trailer. It's out in 2 months.
they're like,
And
oh yeah,
Nintendo knows how to use the hype to buy shit, because a lot of people buy games into hype just even if they don't care, because they're just like, ah! But
Hype.
True.
And Microsoft and Sony are like,
what if we announced it 6 years in advance? Which, I mean, to be
are you
fair,
ready for this game? Yeah.
Metroid Prime and Bayonetta 3 both were announced hella early. But
They kind of admit that, and they've kind of fixed it since everything else has been like,
hidden until right up
yeah.
to release,
they didn't
basically.
constantly show it the entire time. They showed it the one time, and then the only two things we heard from it was, it's going well, it's not going well, and here's a trailer. And that was like over the course
No,
of 4 years.
Bayonetta, it's going well, and Nintendo won't let us show it because we're ready, but Nintendo said no.
Don't forget, it doesn't exist.
And here's a trailer where we hit at every other project we make just for fun. As where Metroid's like, it's going well. Psych!
I lied.
We've actually started over, but we told you, which I'm so glad you told us, because could you imagine getting this point and they didn't tell us they restarted
Yeah.
3 years ago?
Jex Corden has heard that Apple is poaching Xbox engineers to make its own console.
This sounds awful.
You know, Apple actually made a console way back in
I
the day.
know. It was bad.
It's bad and nobody knows about it. What would that even be?
It's for Apple Arcade.
Ugh.
Are you excited?
Apple Micro console in
Well,
2022?
here's a couple things. One, Apple's like, we're the premium shit. You pay us $1,000 for
Crap.
our thing, and they're not gonna see, because Nintendo's right now is the only one is actually making money on their console. Not a lot, but it's not selling at a loss. Microsoft and Sony are both selling at a loss, and Apple's gonna try to compete with them and then be like, we're not selling at a loss though.
Yeah. I mean, like, I besides the whole clout chasing thing, Apple has such a good, like, section of the market
Following.
because well, no, so disregarding the clout chasing thing and like Apple
Ah.
is big and I'm gonna buy Apple because it's Apple. A lot of people just like Apple because it's simple and easy to use. It's super streamlined. You don't have to learn a lot of stuff. There's not a lot of like. It's just there and it works. It's not super detailed. It's not super complicated. It's just they provide things that will work. It's expensive to do it, and that's like half the reason why they're so big.
And once you're in
So-
the ecosystem, it's hard to leave.
Yeah, well, because you get used to that streamlined stuff, and like, you know, like leaving and having to find a bunch of external. It's just a lot more work on your end, so it's daunting to leave. I just don't know how that applies to a video game console. Because, like,
Apple thinks
how
they can
complicated
do
is a
it,
video
though.
game console now? Like, you buy the game on the store, or you buy a disc and put it in and you can play it. Like, yeah, sure, there's a lot of other things you can do
But
with
they
it.
want to be streaming, and I'm like, no, I hate streaming. I don't own
I
it.
could totally see that it's like a super streamlined version of Google Stadia
Luna?
or something. Yeah, it's like it's got the quality. It's got like super simple. It's not like a complicated. Like a Stadia is especially complicated because you got like the phone app you have to do, and there's all this like other
Stadia
crap.
was super
Yeah,
bad.
and like
at that
Luna
point.
was better than Stadia about it, but Apple's gonna make it like super streamlined and cleaned and aesthetically pleasing and all, you know, the Apple stuff. So I can see that, but I don't really see how that applies to like a normal video game console. We'll see what if they actually do anything with it.
I hope they don't, but they're gonna try, because everybody's like, the next industry is gaming. We can make gaming shows. We can make game, and it's like, you're behind the times by 30 years.
Yeah,
It's not like every other industry. You actually have to try.
Tom Henderson says that Jedi Fallen Order 2 is expected to be released Q4 of this year. Preparations for reveal are underway, which is possibly going to come on May 4th, because May the 4th be with you, blah, blah, blah. So, guess we'll hear about that in a couple months. Xenoblade 1 and 2 composer Yasunori Mitsuda has been working on a new project that is expected to be announced next month. That's exciting. We'll see what that is.
There's actually a rumor later on that might hint what that is.
Okay.
We'll get to it in a sec.
So we talked about this earlier with the Activision acquisition, but Jason Schreier's who's a kind of a big gaming news guy, says that Call of Duty could possibly ditch the yearly release schedule, which I am definitely in favor of. If it ups the quality and makes it more interesting, possibly I just want a good single player portion of it again.
I think that'd be good, but I don't.
That's not the reason why a lot of people buy Call of Duty, but I think you could get a lot better of a market if you have both a solid single player section and a solid multiplayer section.
I mean, I don't know. It's always weird to me how different markets don't overlap, because you can see that Nintendo thought the Octopath sold so well, Octopath expansion sold so well from story and stuff. So they're like, okay, with Splatoon 3, we're going crazy with the story and the lore.
Yeah. Well, because a lot of people don't have interest in story-driven single-player games. That's just,
I do.
All the power to those people.
Yeah.
So why would they... why do they care if the single player is bad or not? They're not buying the game for that anyway.
Right.
And the same goes the other way. Like, why do I want to play a game that is 80% multiplayer?
Multiplayer for a story.
I don't like multiplayer. And my best example of this is Zero Punctuation on YouTube, who you should watch. His reviews are hilarious. He doesn't like multiplayer much at all. So usually when he reviews multiplayer driven games, he usually just makes fun of them because they're super basic and shallow because it's just multiplayer, and he doesn't like multiplayer. He doesn't have a lot of friends to play multiplayer stuff with, and playing with randoms on any multiplayer game sucks. So
True.
if you could do both, then I would expect things to get better. Another Xbox franchise to get the Halo Master Chief Collection treatment, so a big collection of a franchise.
Yeah, that's the rumor.
Maybe Gears of War. I don't really.
I could see it. Forza.
Yeah, why would you even do that?
You get a bunch of games, but that's not why you're buying it. You're buying it for the car.
Yeah.
We have rebuilt the car for you.
So Nate the Hate has a bunch of rumors for Nintendo and PlayStation. We'll start with the Nintendo ones. HD remaster of Metroid Prime will be released in the second half of this year. Is this just Metroid Prime, or is this the trilogy?
Trilogy.
Trilogy. So this is this rumor that's been going on for a long ass time. So we'll see how this one goes. But my hopes are not high because this has been going on for forever now. Xenoblade 3 is delayed internally, so it can fall into next year due to the virus and technical issues. Could still possibly release in 2022, but I wouldn't expect it.
So I think this is what the composer would be working on.
Oh yeah, I can see that. That makes a lot of sense. New Fire Emblem is coming this year from the same people that made Three Houses.
Wait, is it real?
No,
just
just
a rumor.
rumors.
Oh, I was about to say.
Fire Emblem Genealogy of the Holy War remake for next year.
Or if we get 2 Fire Emblem games
within 2
across
years, that'd be nuts.
I would be ecstatic and shocked, since they've basically been made 3 houses, even though we made 3 on the 3DS. We've gone silent, besides doing Faye.
A Donkey Kong game is in development. I think we've already had this rumor before recently.
Some of these we've talked about before.
Yeah. The House of the Dead remake coming out in March. Is that one of those Unreal shooters?
Maybe.
They talked about that they were remaking it for the Switch. The last time we had a direct.
I'm pretty sure that's an Unreal shooter. House of the Dead. Yeah, it is. A horror-themed light gun shooter. So an arcade. shooter. I'm down for that. I like on-rail shooters a lot. Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope will come out early next year. Resident Evil Outrage, which was a multiplayer game, is no longer in development.
This one we knew about from the Capcom leak 2 years ago.
Right. Persona 4 Golden coming to Switch sometime this year.
Skip the other one.
I noticed that. And Nintendo Switch Resident Evil game is Revelations 3. Also, so this is the biggest one to me, I hope. Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster's coming to Switch sometime this year. Please, Lord.
Dude, I could see both of these, but I could also see both of these companies going, no. But both of these I feel are like the most possible things listed on here.
Yeah.
Persona 4 and Final Fantasy.
And then PlayStation stuff. So Last of Us 1 Remake will be the big holiday game this year, and the remake release is planned to release alongside the television show.
Yeah, but big shocker. They sure do like re-release.
Ooh, Last of Us again.
Sony, you gotta stop. I'm so sorry.
No. Last of Us 1 for the third time, baby.
Yeah, this is turning into like Super Mario Bros. On the NES. Like every Nintendo console you can play that on, and now every PlayStation console you can play Last of Us on.
It's like, do you really need to remaster it now, though?
Hold on.
All right, predictions that Last of Us Factions 2 will come sometime this year. Last of Us Factions.
Last
I
of Us
mean,
Factions.
That's like,
What?
it's a multiplayer thing.
Okay, but like 2 implies that there was an original.
There's one for the first one.
If you say so.
Bro, these dogs.
Make them shut up.
I didn't even pause for this. This is going on the show. This is going on the show.
Okay.
The show must go on. You two just mute.
Nate
That isn't
confirms
on.
that Twisted Metal is into. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, these dogs are so upset of how long this show is going right now.
So are we.
Okay. Nate confirms that Twisted Metal is in development for PS5 at Firespite, or is early in development and will not come out this year. A CG trailer announcement is possible for this year, though, so... keep an eye
That
out
sounds
for that.
like Sony.
Yeah. There's a possibility we get to look at Blue Point's original project for the team to come into their own sometime this year. Final Fantasy 16 is supposedly coming in the second half of this year, and Final Fantasy 7 Remake Part 2 sometime next year. So those are
I
some big
hope
ones.
that one's true.
That's exciting.
Could you imagine part 2 already coming out? Oh. That would be amazing, because you know we'd get the whatever the full thing will be, a quick turnaround, not just like, well, here's part 1 and 10 years later here's part 2.
Yeah. Sony will retain whatever leverage they have on the mainline Persona games, and Persona 6 will reportedly be a PS4 and PS5 exclusive. Not that shocking.
Yeah.
Hey, Sony's got to fight for whatever they can get now. Microsoft's not afraid to shell out
Microsoft's
whatever it
buying
takes.
up the industry.
Yeah.
And while Sony could buy up some, they cannot compete with the fact that Phil Spencer basically has Microsoft's bank account open to him right now.
And lastly, Persona 4 Golden is coming to PS4 and PS5 sometime this year, so that's exciting. That game's getting really spread around. I'm there for that. Man, that's a lot of stuff. This is a long ass show, fellas.
Ugh,
For real.
the longest one we've done in a while, but it's because everybody was like, "We're gonna announce stuff this week." It's like, where you been?
Yeah, for real. All right, well, yeah, that's going to end the show for us here. We thank you so much for listening. Thanks for sticking with us. We hope you enjoyed the show. Let us know what rumors you're most interested in, for sure. Also, let us know what you think of the Activision Blizzard acquisition. You can add us on Twitter at AllNightGamers with a K. Share us with a friend. We post every Wednesday, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube.com/StormwindGames. I might have said 7 a.m. We post at 8 a.m. I don't know. We post in the morning. Just look for us.
Oh, one more thing.
Yeah,
Don't forget to vote for Adult Tiki and Choose Your Legends.
there you go.
Just Google Choose Your Legends Faye. You'll find it.
Anywhere where you listen to your podcast, you can find us. So, yeah, thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you back next week with a bunch more gaming news and talk. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.